This is the most, like, hateful pack of Portal. Greetings, you feral shadows. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and this is the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG, brought to you in part by Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/LRR to get yourself some of the fine singles I'm sure we're to encounter today as we open this pack of Portal. Yes, this was given to us by Bryce, a.k.a. the Shats Man in chat at MagicCon Chicago 2025. And yeah, it's Portal. It's your portal into the world of Magic the Gathering. This Magic the Gathering Portal Booster Pack contains 15 tradable cards that may be added to your starter deck to increase your playing options, plus one strategy tip card. Cards are randomly assorted. Collect all 215 cards! ! I shan't, and I haven't. This is 1997. This is their first attempt at new player onboarding the product. And I don't know, I thought it went pretty well at the time. They made a second one, Portal 2, and then they made a third one in some markets, and then they never did it again. Let's see what's going on. Now, does this still smell? Nope, it smells inert. There is no smell. I was hoping for a blast of nostalgia back to the local game store of my youth, but no. One thing this does have is this may sound strange. There's some things that they did to Portal to try and make it more accessible to new players, such as little symbols for power and toughness. Rules text was in bold, and they had a line separating the rules text and the flavor text. Then they wouldn't have that again until fairly recently, when they were like, we should have a line separating the rules text and the flavor text again. And yeah, it was a good idea. It was a good idea in 97. Anyway, Winter's Grasp is our first card. It's 1 green for a sorcery that says destroy any one land, which, because it's in bold and center justified, looks very intense. Green land destruction. Wait, how is this collated? I feel like this is our rare. What is...
That is an uncommon.
That's an uncommon. I don't understand how this set's collated because... So Winter's Grasp is our first card. Destroy any one land. Then, Gargantuans. To build the Gargantuans deck, put together 7 mountains, 7 forests, 10 to 11 red cards, and 10 to 11 green cards for a total of about 35 cards. Leave all other cards out. About 13 to 14 of the cards should be summon creatures. Include big creatures, cards that destroy lands, and cards that get you lands, such as Hill Giant and Untamed Wilds. General deck building tip: on average, in a 35 card deck with 14 lands, you'll be able to play 5 lands by turn 5 or 6, 6 lands by turn 8, and 7 lands by turn 10 or 11. What format is a 35 card deck? Playing the Gargantuans deck, land is perhaps the most valuable resource in Magic. Without it, a player is quickly vanquished. The idea behind this deck is to destroy that resource and then play powerful creatures to deal the death blow. Play tip: when you have sorceries that destroy lands, play them as soon as possible in the game before your opponent can play big creatures. 35 cards. Weird. Well, we're on our way, because we got the Winter's Grasp, and then we have a mountain and a forest. So we're well on the way. Are these packs seeded? First of all, the forest is great. John Avon. Very nice Brian Durfee mountain. But the Gargantuans deck tip card specifically mentioned land destruction. Hilarious. We got a mountain and a forest and the Winter's Grasp. And our next card is Stone Rain. Were Portal packs, like, themed? Anyway, yeah, 2 and a red for a sorcery. Destroy any one land. So I guess, like, the trade-off is that green is allowed to do land destruction, but it's harder to cast. because they're the same mana value, but 1 green versus 2 in a red. This pack is weird. I don't think this is helping me learn how to play Magic. Fire Snake. You can just name cards whatever you want, I guess. 4 and a red for a 3/1 creature. If Fire Snake is put into your discard pile from play, destroy any 1 land. This is the most, like, hateful pack of Portal. Hey, new player. Have you heard about land destruction? I got this Fire Snake. So it's called your discard. They also, for no discernible reason, Wizards also changed a bunch of terminology just for Portal. So it's not your graveyard, it's your discard pile. It's not blocking, it's intercepting. No reason for that, by the way. Just confusing, because it was blocking in all the sets beforehand and after. Only in Portal is it intercepting, which to me is a more complicated word. Anyway, Fire Snake. So when it dies, you get to destroy a land. 35 cards might not be enough, but I'm considering a 100 card deck where I'm a big problem. Fire Snake. All right. Yo! Hold up, this might be dollars. Nature's Lore? 1 and a green for a sorcery. Search your deck for a forest and put it into play. Shuffle your deck afterwards. I love the wording on these cards. Put that card into play. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It's my boy. It's Giant Spider. 3 and a green for a 2/4. Giant Spider can intercept as though it had flying. Reach didn't exist in 1997. El Spidro Gigante. I wish they'd reprinted Giant Spider in the Spider-Man set. I think that's a missed opportunity. I know there's a Spider-Man story that just involves a big, normal spider. And I think it would have been funny. Good old Giant Spider. Yeah, this pack is all red-green. Hulking Cyclops. Hulking Cyclops has been hitting the gear. They don't look well. Too vascular for my tastes. 3 red for a 5/5 creature. Hulking Cyclops can't intercept. But can it block? My question is, can it block? It's got a 5 dagger and a 5 shield and art from Paolo Parente. I love the creatures don't have creature types. The Fire Snake and the Giant Spider and the Hulking Cyclops are all just summon creature. Interesting. I'm checking ahead. Okay, there are other colors of card hiding in the back of the pack. But before that, we've got Thundermare. 5 and a red for a 5/5. Thundermare is unaffected by summoning sickness. When Thundermare comes into play from your hand, tap all other creatures. This includes your creatures. Neat. So 5/5 haste for 6, tap everything. That's a lava axe that's also a horse. Okay. Neat. Oh my god. This pack is so hateful. I kind of love it, but it's so messed up. Boiling Seas. 3 and a red for a sorcery. Destroy all islands. Possible downside reminder text. This includes your islands. Yeah, just don't play islands then. Destroy all islands. Cool. Okay. You know that optical illusion where you stare at a black and white image? You stare at one particular spot in a black and white image for a length of time, and then it changes from a black and white image to like a false color image, but you see it as normal color because you've been staring at the black and white for so long. Our next card is blue, and I was just like, oh, it looks wrong. Regardless, it's Baleful Stare. 2 and a blue for a sorcery. Look at your opponent's hand. For each mountain and red card there, you draw a card. You draw from your deck. Can you imagine, like, oh, I'll draw this card out of your hand, or from your deck, I guess. Look at your opponent's hand. For each mountain and red card there, you draw a card. It seems like it'd be, again, very funny in Commander. Weird, okay. Coral eel. It's just an eel. It's a 2-1 for 1 and a blue. And that's nice. Some fishers like to eat eels, and some eels like to eat fishers. There's no rules text. It's just there's a line, and then there's flavor text. Okay, great. Elite Cat Warrior. 2 and a green for a 2-3 with Forest Walk. If defending player has any forests in play, Elite Cat Warrior can't be intercepted. Hear that? No, that's a Cat Warrior. I like his little shorts. I'm having a real good laugh about this whole pack. Hey, a black card. They do exist. It's Bog Raiders. 2 and a black for a 2-2 with Swamp Walk. If defending player has any swamps in play, Bog Raiders can't be intercepted. Sure. Why not? And a white card. Okay, so we do actually have all colors represented. It's just mostly red and green. Steadfastness. Ugh. That's an awkward card name. Steadfastness. 1 and a white for a sorcery. All your creatures get +0/+3 until the end of turn. Sorcery speed? I guess. And finally, another red card. Raging Cougar. 2 and a red for a 2-2. Raging Cougar is unaffected by Summoning Sickness. Again, they didn't have haste in 1997. Mountaineers quickly learn to travel with their spears pointed up because of the cougar. Huh. I don't really know what my first pick is supposed to be here. I think I'm supposed to just build a 35-card deck called the Gargantuans. I don't know. I guess we'll say Stone Rain. Why not? Value-wise, it's surprising for a pack from 1997 to be... Well, I guess maybe it's not that surprising, but it's over $20. $5.50 of that somehow is the Winter's Grasp. I guess people are desperate for land destruction in green. And $6.50 is the Nature's Lore. So, hey, not bad. Boiling Seas also showing up. Thank you again to Bryce, the Shatsman, for giving me an idea for a deck to build. Twist my rubber arm to try and do land destruction. Hey, until next time, this has been the Crack-A-Pack, brought to you both by Card Kingdom and, of course, by you, being it on our Patreon or by becoming a member of this YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. Until next time, I have been Graham, joined by James on Tech. Matt edits these and Heather gets them online. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Cougar.